guys, and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today we will be painting wind charms, and for the materials and supplies I will be using same ones as I used for my previous illustrations, so all of them are listed in the description box. If you want to check something out, you can find it there. I'm starting with my sketch just directly onto my watercolor paper. First I sketched two branches on which one my charms are going to hang. First, just drawing the wires or the strings for the, I guess, on which are this wind charm is hanging on, then sketching in the wires for the charms. And quite simple. I did not do the charms with my pencil because it's going to be quite simple, so I will be doing it with the ink pen and just going on top now my sketch with that ink pen. Again, my lines are sketchy and broken. You will see later on during this video I really had struggles with this one. Well, it looked a lot better in my head than on the paper. So at the end, I really did not like how this turned out, and I was thinking whether or not I will post it and publish it on my channel, but at the end I decided to do it because I want you to see that there are also days for me where I just don't really feel inspired. I do have the idea, but it just doesn't work. Whatever I do, it doesn't work, and I don't really like how it is turning out. So I did wanted to share it with you because maybe you are going through something like that. Maybe you have the idea, but it just doesn't end up looking the way you want. It just makes you sad or well, like giving up, but you shouldn't do it. I was just going through with it. I wanted to finish this illustration and I did post it at the end. So let's just put it aside and move on to the next one. When I was finished with my sketch, you can see that it's quite simple, and I did not even try to make those simple charms looking great. So that's something that you can do. Make your buttons look a little bit nicer, a little bit more round, maybe the key a little bit better. And for the branch, I first used this brown from winter collection, and then just for the charms I used my pastels, some pink, yellow, green, this purple grayish color, and I was just painting them in, adding some splatters with clean water to create the puddles, just to give this a little bit more of the interest, to make it look a little bit nicer. But as I said, it just wasn't working for me. I was just trying my best and it just didn't work. Maybe I really didn't feel like painting today. Maybe I didn't, I guess, I don't know really what happened. Adding a little bit also yellow to my branches and a little bit of the leaf orange. And later on when it dries, I will be adding a little bit more pigment in those branches, just adding a bit more details to the charms. And when it all dried, I'm going on top of it with ink pen, adding a little bit more of the ink, some shading and some details, I guess, as I said, to make it a little bit nicer. And some black splatters. And I was just looking at this point at that and thinking, what would I do? I thought I would finish here, but as I said, I really wasn't happy with it. So I decided I want to add a bit more of the charms, but this time I won't be painting with watercolors on top. I will just add the charms with ink pen. So I did do it. I think I've added, I believe, 4 more strings on which my charms are hanging on. So just to fill up that space and maybe find something that I like about it. So that is up to you how many you want to add, if you want to make it crowded or not. As I said, it's just up to you. And adding a little bit more Posca pen on top. This is a fine tip Posca pen. Just again to create some highlights. And I went over some of the charms again with ink pen just to make it a little bit, I guess, thicker, those lines, a little bit more darker. And now on top of my branches I'm adding some yellow, adding some leaf orange, and at the end some splatters. And I guess with that I'll be finishing off this illustration. Well, as I said, I wasn't really happy with it. It looked like something that a kid would do, but you know, I decided to publish it anyway. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, for your support, and I guess tomorrow will be better, I promise. And again, if you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. There are 400 tutorials there, so I'm sure you will find something for yourself. Not all of them are like this. And again, thank you so much for joining in, for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!